How is everyone? Hey Dragon. Hey Suya. Hey Kelly. Hey Catflax. I hope everyone is doing well. Let's make sure I haven't missed anybody. No. I really need to update my Minecraft skin and get different versions with different hair colours to show what colour my hair is. The skin is very old. So, the plan for today is going on an adventure, finding some resources we haven't had yet. I have noted down some coordinates so we can travel through the nether and grab some pale oak, some cherry wood, acacia, jungle wood, bamboo, and some mangrove. And I have some blocks in my inventory so we can do some portals and continue to build up another hub. Hopefully I have enough stuff with me, otherwise we might have to come back and grab some things. Oops. But just in case you haven't caught up with the videos, I have done a little renovation of the village. Hey, Raven. The village is getting a little laggy. So we've got some work cabins for our villagers, and then a couple of houses. We have 1, 2, and 3 for them to live in. I still need to finish decorating them. They're not slaves, they're not in cells. I haven't made the traditional villages here. But they are stuck in this area. I have ruled it off so that they don't go wandering. I'm good, thank you, Night Raven. How are you doing? I just realised you had the site muted the whole time. Oops. And we also need to kind of renovate and decorate the area where the portal is. Yeah, I like having them free roaming. It brings more of a sense of life and sort of just movement to the village rather than having villager cells. I do have a plan, sort of once this area is kind of done enough, I have a plan for a sort of very big build that involves digging down, uncovering a stronghold, building up some big ruins, and that will be kind of my mega base, I guess, so to speak. So, right, let's get situated. I need to head west and travel quite some distance. So we're currently 84. Which way does this change? Okay. And we need to get to a few different areas. We need to get to minus 2,800, minus 1,800, and minus 4,100. So quite some distance. We don't have cherry wood yet. That's one of the things we're going to get. So we are on an adventure to find cherry wood, acacia, jungle wood, pale oak, mangrove, and bamboo and things. And this way we can also grab a bunch of blocks from the nether. Let's get that off the screen for now. We've got quite a distance to go. So I love using black stone and basalt. Yeah, I know. I need to sort out beating up and murdering cows and some book trades and things, and farming a bit more sugarcane so that I can do an enchanting setup and also get villagers set up with lecterns and things so that we can get all of the amazing enchantments, and also so I can stop going through so many pickaxes and maybe do less off-camera farming while mining for diamonds and iron. But you can get leaves with shears. You don't need silk touch to get leaves, but if we want things like mushroom stems and sort of the amethyst, I think the types of amethyst clusters and stuff, and a few other things, we're going to want some silk touch. Maybe we just do this and I can come back. Otherwise we're going to get nowhere very quickly. Happy lurking dragon, I hope you're good. Ooh, quartz. I need to build a sugarcane farm. I've already built a mini cactus farm. An XP farm is a little difficult to do on peaceful mode, I think, apart from, you know, murdering cows, trading with villagers, Hey Sheena, how you doing? There will be some things that we can't do in peaceful mode, or things that are slightly more limited. So, because I would like to get beacons for when we do the big dig. But as this is a cozy ASMR playthrough, then it'll be more of a case of I'll probably do that off camera, collecting wither skelly skulls and fighting the wither. I might even post it as its own kind of warning. This isn't ASMR friendly kind of content. I've never been very good at recording the more survival aspect, the non-peaceful mode stuff, because I go into concentration mode, and so then I go quiet. Well, that was a noise. We have pretty much discovered every biome, I think, in the Nether, apart from a soul sand valley, because we've spawned in a delta. I have found the Crimson Forest and the Blue Warped Forest, and we found another one. I don't know, I'm in two minds about it at the moment, whether to do kind of the Nether hub at one elevation. So this is our kind of portal elevation. It's not quite generally at the floor. Or do we have it going up and down and a little bit more organic rather than in those kind of straight lines? But I think I'm not sure how I'm going to do this without making a bunch of noise. So maybe we work our way down this way. And then we can build up to the stairs. Yeah, it's just, well, even axolotls weirdly are classed as hostile mobs, or they count towards the hostile mob cap. But anything hostile isn't in the game on peaceful mode, so no Enderman. No scary things to come and scare us. Okay, let's build up. Hey, Queen of Cats, how are you doing? You started playing Minecraft for the first time and thankfully saw there was the peaceful mode. Oh yeah, survival Minecraft can be very anxiety inducing. If you're not quite used to kind of that survival mode. There are some things that you can only do in survival mode rather than peaceful mode. So like have beacons and things like that. But it's not a necessity. Thank you so much for the follow, welcome in. You tried to rack up XP in the nether, but all you found was netherrack. Very good. Thank you so much for the follow, welcome in. Another handy thing is if you're crouching and you're building and you go into your inventory, it uncrouches you, which can cause you to fall. But if you have the block you need, so now I've run out of stairs, if I press my scroll wheel, it'll bring that block into my hotbar, so I don't have to go into my inventory, uncrouch automatically and potentially fall to my death, or make a very loud noise for you guys. It's no problem, Vex. There's nothing wrong with a good bad joke. Another very handy thing you can do on Peaceful if you do find a deep dark streaking. 15 streams. Thank you so much, Queen of Cats. I appreciate you. You can go raid a ancient city without summoning a warden, because wardens are terrifying. Hey Jamaican Hype, how are you doing? Cold and old. I'm not too bad, thank you. Super chill and super cozy. Although yesterday, weirdly, I had a day. It might have been because it was day one of Shark Week, but I could not get warm for the life of me. I was so cold. You know, when your bones are just cold. And there's nothing you can do to keep warm. Well, that's nice. Okay, let's head our way through. We don't need to crouch at the moment. I want to keep this same center line. Oops. Wrong block, but oh well. So we don't lose our way. That's not the first time I've picked up one of those mushrooms. Strange. Let's remove some of this. Oh, not with my shovel. I do love the mushroom lights. Let's get rid of those for now. And some of the netherrack. I don't particularly want to leave floating trees. But we all come back and deal with it. So I do that, and then we can just to save on blocks, let's just do a thin line. We'll check our coordinates. We haven't gone very far. Oh well. We are going to leave some floating trees for now, but I will be back to fully another hub this eventually. But these do create quite a cool little tunnel. Okay. A very dense warped forest, or at least just this section that I'm going to make my way through. I haven't quite decided what kind of theme it would be nice to have for the nether hub just yet. Oh, we've got a crimson forest there too. And then we'll be heading I'm just going to start tunneling again through this bit. We'll want subtouch to get the mylium as well. Time to sleep. I hope you have an amazing sleep, Night Raven. Take care of yourself. And sweet dreams. Thank you, Vex. does take a lot of research into audio. Try and get things to sound as good as they can. My setup isn't perfect by any means, because for some reason after a while these microphones, or the interface I have them plugged into, does like to randomly cut out no matter what I've tried. So apart from getting a new upgraded USB hub for my computer, I'm not sure what else. There you go, they cut out a little bit then, I think. Oops. We may have to go back for a pickaxe. But hopefully this one will last. I do want the gold. I am using some resource packs. Let me show you. I don't have many. Mostly the ones I use are from Vanilla Tweaks. So like my rainbow XP bar, the purple hearts, the carrot food bar. It's all from Vanilla Tweaks. I also have a few data packs as well from them, like fast leaf decay. There's nothing worse than just waiting for leaves to decay. And then just kind of quality of life ones like cauldron mud and cauldron concrete, so that it takes a little bit of the tedium out of the crafting those things. But I'm not using too much. Fresh animations, just because it's always nice to have. Minimal armor for if and when I put on some armor. I'm wearing some boots at the moment for no other reason than I found them. And then I'm using the shaders and complementary unbound shaders as it comes out of the box when you first download it. Because I like playing Minecraft more for the cozy aspect than necessarily the survival aspect. Shaders are a little bit of a must for me, because it just makes everything look a little bit better. Minecraft always kind of looks ever so slightly, I don't know, dull and muted. Ooh. Ooh. And kind of not very glowy. I like glowiness. It makes things like the lava. Oops. And glowstone I am crouched, right? There we go. I need to... So there is a block there. There we go. Just uncovering things and try not to set myself on fire. We may have to go down a little bit. Where are we? Oh, okay. Ooh. Let's see what we can do. If anything, without burning myself. There's a big old lava pit. Okay, let's do that. And exploring, almost panicked because you couldn't. You thought to put a torch on there. Yeah, well, I always use kind of compasses, whether it's just a torch or a block with a torch on it that's not natural to the area. Right, let's see if we can. We can't go up, I don't think. Let's see if maybe we can go up. Above the lava. Oops. Ooh. Sorry. Sorry. I'm burning. That happened so many times in the last video that I did for Minecraft. I had to edit it out so much. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, there we go, we found it. I do apologise for that. Is there no, like, oh. Okay, let's see if we can just break ourselves out of, ooh. I hate the nether. There we go. That should solve our lava problem. Okay. a little low. There we go. And back to tunneling we go. It's a very big crimson forest. Oops. How far have we gotten? So if we go maybe another 2,000 to 4,000 blocks, we will get where we need to go. We've got some striders out there. If you've got a saddle and a fungus on a stick, you can ride the striders across lava, and it's a much quicker way to traverse the nether, but it's not quite as easy to leave a trail behind so you know where you've been. Now we've got a very long way to go, unless we start heading up, which might be best to try and help preserve some blocks. So we don't have very many left. So let's, oops. So if we try and get up to around there, I am crouched, right? But this horrible thought of just assuming I'm crouched because I use toggle crouch. I'm just going to wander off into the void or into lava. excited, I think, to do our like mega base. So I've even planned out that there is a swamp because, in case you didn't know, oh, there's a destroyed portal down there. Depending on what biome the villagers either spawn in or are birthed in, depends what clothes they wear. And my favourite is the swamp villagers' clothing, because it's purple and green, and I think that would go really well with the mega base idea I have. And it's kind of taking a little bit of inspiration from a few things I've seen on Pinterest, and then also, you know, the lovely Impulse who's building a giant silo this season in Hermitcraft. Kind of that idea, but ancient ruins, and I want to incorporate some like skulk from what do you call them? The ancient cities. So I have found, not too far, a stronghold that has an ancient city nearby. That hopefully has kind of leaked into the area somewhat, so that when we do the big dig, it uncovers some of the ancient city as well. What is that basalt? It is. Oh, we found a soul sand valley. We might be able to get a happy ghast. Oh, we may have to go on a small detour. Do we need to go up? Let's go have a look. Oh, and I think I also got the Silence Me thing from Vanilla Tweaks, I think. Oh my gosh. Oh, that jump scared me. That jump scared me so bad. I'm so sorry. The big dig. Triber, it's my mega base idea. And the big dig. A giant hole in the ground. That scared the life out of me. I don't think you can turn down the achievement volume. Is there any happy guests around? We've got a happy guest. Let's just the big dig, yeah. Gimme, gimme, gimme. We've got a happy guest. Is there any others? I don't need more than one, really. Can you breed happy guests? You must be able to, right? Okay, let's grab some soul sand, because we do need some. And then also some soul soil. Oops. Okay, let's get a bit more. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, let's go back to our path. It should be down here. I've lost it, haven't I? Oh no, there it is. For some reason in Minecraft, I am very directionally challenged. But yeah, for anyone that doesn't know, so Tribear, my plan for kind of the mega base vibes is to dig out a giant circle that's centered on a stronghold. And I found a stronghold that has an ancient city not too far from it. So hopefully within the circle it does mean I will need to fight some withers off stream. We going up again or just continuing? How many blocks have I got? And it's going to be like this giant ancient ruins dug into the earth. And then we're going to have swamp villagers because they meet the aesthetic. And yes, I am very overly cautious in the nether. I'm very cautious. Okay. Hi Walker, how you doing? We are currently bridging over a giant lava lake. And it's spooky. I do have quite a few ideas for this world. So I want to do almost like a fantasy vibe for it. So I'll have these giant ancient ruins that go down to the bottom of the earth. This game should be renamed Don't Starve Together. I enjoy that game. Don't burn alone. Yeah, only burn with friends. Oops. It's kind of mesmerizing if you just stare at the lava. It seems to, back in the Middle Ages, used to do that, but with water, not bloody lava. What was that noise? That sounded so strange. No, there's no way. I'm playing on peaceful mode. And they be ghastly. And they do indeed. We have just found a happy ghast, though, so we can hatch that when we go back. Well, it's not really hatching. We can moisten the sad ghast and turn it into the happy ghast. Yeah, peaceful guests. It's nearing midnight. Wow. Should get some sleep. Get some rest. Unless you work nights. So for me, it's 2:10 in the afternoon. AM. Night shifter, nice. You fell on your face. Oh no, I hate it when you drop your phone on your face. I'll try, but when you do, try and get some rest. I do hope it's a wonderful rest. I worked nights for a short time, and it was not easy. Oh, what are you playing in Classic? I've got a Drene Priest that I'm playing at the moment. Up to level 48, I think I am now. I have other characters as well, but that's my highest. You got Pally at 51. You made a shaman this morning. Nice. You on the Alliance side or Horde side? Alliance, yeah, same. Thing is, like, I prefer the Horde as, you know, when you watch all the trailers and everything, and the Horde just seems so much more passionate. But aesthetics wise, for me, it's Night Elves. The Night Elves are my aesthetic. Like, I think if the races were reversed, or because, like, even like the Blood Elves are a little bit more aesthetic, and I love the Blood Elf starting area. And to be fair, I really like the Undead starting area. But like, if I want to play a druid, I'm not a fan of the lion for the Tauren. I prefer the cat of the Night Elves. And it just kind of seems that the Horde got the raw end of the stick, but my issue with Blood Elves, right, they're, especially the female Blood Elves, they're one casting or thrown weapon casting animation. They look like they're about to fall over, and it bothers me. It looks really stupid. It looks very, very stupid. But like, in terms of how the Alliance are painted and how the Horde are painted, I definitely prefer the Horde. And I will say, generally speaking, Horde players, there's a lot less of them that are self-serving chads. If you know, you know. Like, I think I experienced more tag stealing, chest stealing, and kind of that slightly scummier behaviour on the Alliance side than I have the Horde side. But I don't know if that's obviously everybody's experience. But Hordies do tend to be nicer, especially in terms of classic. But I don't play anything other than classic, really. I've tried retail, I tried Mists of Pandera, and I just can't. I just can't. Tis not the vibe. Oh, I've run upstairs. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot more toxically sweaty players on the Alliance side. You'll have classical through Lich King, never touched. Yeah, so I struggle with some elements of the Burning Crusade making things less of an achievement and kind of, you know, pissing on classic a little bit. Like, I'm very well aware that I'm a little bit singular when it comes to like the way I think. Like, the reasons why I love classic start disappearing in the Burning Crusade. Now, it's still very playable and I'm enjoying myself through the Burning Crusade experience, and some things are absolutely a quality of life change. And it's definitely more so in Cataclysm, where like WoW is no longer classic WoW. So I'm definitely a classic girly through and through. We've got some lava to contend with. Let's pop up here and see if we can stem the flow. A little bit. Taking some of that way. Oh, 100% TBC is more casual friendly. Yeah, I do like the addition of like the new races, the new professions, and it was really nice having a mount earlier on the new Wooden Classic. It was super handy. The price change though, like it's a nice difference, but if I had gone and got an Epic Mountain Classic and then gone into Burning Crusade and kind of gone, oh, I've wasted so much gold, you know, getting that epic mount isn't as much of the achievement that it is and stuff. It's just when it comes to those kinds of achievements. But I'm loving my Space Goat adventures. Absolutely loving. I did play hardcore. My issue with hardcore is that I spend the whole time full of anxiety. It's not very relaxing for me. The one thing that I always aim to do, and I'm trying to decide now, I want a character in Classic, whether it's hardcore or not, to be honest. I want a character for each profession. So I've got a tailoring and an enchanter. After like level 30, you just part the tunes. Yeah. I just find it, like, I love the self-found aspect. Having to, and who was it that did the challenge? Was it Saki Boy? Where you have a tune for each profession. So if you want bags, you need a tailorer and all that stuff. I really enjoy the idea of doing that. And I was trying to decide what character to do jewelry crafting on. So obviously you want to go Drene because they have the plus to jewelry crafting, and I haven't done their starting area a million and one times. I was like, oh, I always get bored with mages. Priests are my mains. I am a healer through and through. So I was thinking we could do, it really is, I love the vibes. So I was thinking, because I'm recording my entire process with my priest, so I'm going to end up editing that down and uploading that to YouTube. But we could do a stream playthrough. And we could do maybe a warlock. Now, I know WoW isn't super ASMR-y, just because of, you know, the combat sounds and everything. But it is atmospheric and super cozy. So just be a case of finding like the best way to keep the effects low and the ambience and the music high. Yeah, just be a way to balance the volume so that we can just chill, because I've never also read every single quest, and I would like to read every quest, and I want to do that on the Alliance side, and then I want to go through and I want to do it on the Horde side, because so many times we're just rushing through, and with the release of TBC, where some quests do like an animation, you don't have the opportunity to stop and read, because you need to give in the quest and accept the next one as quick as possible so that someone doesn't interrupt you doing it, or vice versa. So I think it would be nice to do that. So I'll probably... Should we start that next week? Or should we start that on Friday? Do we have 2 gaming ASMR streams in a week? I think it'd be really nice. Super cozy. And we'll kind of do probably more of a self-found vibe. As much as I would like to do, you know, all dungeons and everything, sometimes it's really hard to find a group. It's not too bad as a healer, but there's always so many DPS. And tanks are always in shortage. But it'd be nice to go through all the quest lines. Oh, hello. And read everything. Let's see if we can block this lava. There we go. And we're heading back into a basalt delta. How far are we? Okay, we've got like 700 more blocks to go for the first one. Is there a benefit to backing up? Is there a benefit to backing up to put blocks down? My brain is not registering what you mean. When building a bridge, you have your back turned. Yes. So what I do is I crouch, and you can't really place, like, that's as far down as I can look. So I can't place blocks, whereas if you have your back to where you're going, you don't have to look down as far, and you can kind of just hold it down, and as long as you're crouched, you'll just keep going. So you can't really bridge facing forward. So it's just the easiest way to do it. Okay. I think the issue with getting into Minecraft is because anything is possible, and you get thrown into this giant sandbox world where you have too many options. And then, because this gets me all the time, I'm like, I don't know what I want to do. What exactly do I want to do? What do I want to build? And because you have unlimited choice, you know, you have the blocks as a very small limitation, but other than that, it's mostly your imagination. That is your limitation to what you can do in Minecraft. So Minecraft's always one of those games where, unless I don't have a clear idea of the kind of world I want to create, then I get seemingly bored very quickly. But it's more of an overwhelming amount of choice and decisions that at the time I don't want to make. Like, I'd like taking inspiration from hermits and stuff, but the problem with also doing that is some things are very unrealistic for your basic Minecraft player to do. Like, I know nothing about redstone. I know how to make a very basic like sugarcane farm or bamboo farm with observers and pistons, but when it comes to sort of more in-depth farms and stuff, I've got no idea where to start. I just make Pinterest boards and go, I'm gonna make my world this. How far have we got? 600 more blocks to go. Just have a quick drink. Oh, these two are very nice together. So the blackstone's got a slight purple hue to it. I might have to remember that colour palette. Ooh! That colour palette. Oh dear, okay. There is more lava everywhere in basalt deltas. Oops. Jeez. Let's hope we don't find too much more lava. You can see where there is lava because it's dripping from the blocks above. nice streak, Jamaican Hype. Thank you. I appreciate you. I can't believe this has taken us like an hour and a half to travel 1,000 blocks. Although we have been bridging and tunneling, I did think visiting all these places would be doable, but I think I overestimated. Or maybe we'll just go a little longer in the stream. I just have to do some editing bits and bobs today. It's not a massive time frame on it. I do need to turn the slow cooked or slow cooking gammon I have in the slow cooker at some point though. It's going to be a 10-hour slow roasted smoked gammon. Ooh. Now watch your ears, guys. Glowstone sounds a little bit like breaking glass, and I don't want your ears to get hurt. I think it's the only thing that I've got not quite the right volume in the game, but I can't tell glass to be quiet. Oops. I do like glowstone, especially with shaders. It's always very pretty. I do wish there were more purple blocks in the game, and purple doesn't count. It's not the right shade. No worries, Triber. I hope you have a good rest, and hopefully I'll see you Friday. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. few hundred more blocks to go. You know what I didn't do? I didn't do the math properly, because I didn't do any math at all. I didn't divide the coordinates by 8. So that's my mistake. Let's rectify that, shall we, and see how too far I have probably gone. Oops. Let's do a quick little bit of math. So, let's do 2817 divided by 8. I have very much gone too far. You can tell my brain is having a high brain fog day today. Because I forgot to do the maths, which is very silly of me. We have gone very much too far, but at least we've done it. 2431 divided by 8. It's an Ivy raid. I am honored 2 streams in a row with the magical Ivy. Welcome, 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 guys. We are doing some cozy Minecraft ASMR today. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome, welcome, everyone. How are you all doing? And how are you, Ivy? Thank you so, so much. Let me get the lovely Ivy a shout out for anyone in my chat who does not follow the amazing Ivy. Make sure you do. How are you, Ivy? How was your stream? You're crying with laughter. I did make a mistake, so we're just doing some maths. Silent Sheldon, thank you so much for gifting the sub to Ivy. Yes, we're doing Cozy Minecraft today. And I realised I hadn't done my math correctly. So if you want to travel in the overworld, but through the nether, you divide it by 8. What happened? Tack. Spill the beans. What happened? Thank you again, Sheldon. I really appreciate that gift to Ivy. Were you guys being a menace? Oh, we had women lessons. They're always good to have. So I am after an hour and a half. That was a noise. It's a shitty story. Probably not appropriate. I'll have a look later. So I'm after, don't be sorry. After an hour and a half of mining, I realised I didn't math my coordinates, so I've gone too far. Poop fart. Was it about the front bubbling farts? Or have I just started a whole different conversation? Right, 5, 2, 3. And then I just need to do 2817 divided by 8 minus 352. There we go. Oh my gosh. Queen of Cats. Thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. Thank you so much. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Greetings. Queen of Cats, you are too quite kind, my dear. So, at the start of the stream, we started off at positive on the x coordinate, positive 200. And because I did not math, we have travelled 1,400 and some blocks when we didn't need to, because I didn't math. So, in terms of x, the furthest we actually needed to go was 523. So we're gonna just walk backwards. And you can see how far I've dug in nearly 2 hours. It's quite far, and apparently not needed because I did not math. But welcome in, everyone. For those of you, very true, Triber, very true. Good night. For those of you who don't know, I'm Violet, and I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I do a mix of journal ASMR, more traditional ASMR, and as a recent kind of addition, cozy gaming ASMR. And we've started with Minecraft, but I would also like to introduce classic World of Warcraft with volumes adjusted so nothing's too loud. And we do a full quest read along, a full playthrough where we read every quest. We do some fishing and cooking, and we just keep it super cozy. But if there's anything that I can tell you about me that I haven't already, feel free to ask. I basically do everything I can in a ASMR fashion. So it's always cozy, it's always softly spoken or whispered, and just a safe place on our little corner of the internet where you can rest, because rest is productive, and everyone needs a safe place to rest. Okay, we're nearing the first one, a 5:23 I need to get to, or at least kind of 5:20-ish. And then we're going to go this way, 352 blocks. Thank you for the hype train. So we just need to get to minus 352. Oops. Let's put those away for a minute. And we'll just continue to head this way. And in this direction, we should find a mangrove swamp, so that we can get some propagules and some mangrove wood. Okay, let's make sure I'm crouched, and we'll head ourselves this way. So one of the main reasons I want to do a big kind of adventure resource gathering is so that we can build another hub, because there will be occasions where I need to put the game mode onto survival so that I can get beacons and Enderman eyes of Ender. Because when we do the mega base, we will want some beacons. Because there will be, oops, I'll run away. Okay, let's use butler there. Was it just a single pocket? Yes. far have we gone? 147. Just a little bit further. Oh, there's another fortress over there. It looks like. I will say I haven't seen a bastion. Yeah, I don't think. I think maybe to save some blocks will work all the way down. Although I don't have any stairs on me. And I can't reach. How far have we gone? 173. Oops. Some of the formations are always very pretty. I think that's another Soul Sand Valley over there. Or does that mean that's a fortress? Maybe in a Soul Sand Valley? Oh. Doing a single bridge is a little quicker. It's just a slightly sketchier walk back, or just slower. would be nice to get to at least one of the places I wanted to get to today, which we would have got there sooner if I had remembered to do my math. Oh, we're very close though. We are quite close. We need to get to minus 352 on the Z coordinate, so anywhere around 350 would be perfect. This, however, is not quite ideal. So maybe an S bridge. Our way up. And not burn ourselves. That would be pretty good. I would prefer it to stay on the same level-ish. So we'll just keep going this way until we hit around 350. And we'll keep bridging our way out. And we are in, or coming to a Salsan Valley. Let's see if we can just pillar up and plug this lava, because we are where we want to be. So let's do here. We'll put it off to the side. Oh, I suppose we don't really need to put it off to the side, do we? So we can pop it here. Actually, no, we'll put it to the side because the little pathway is only 3 wide, and we wouldn't be able to center it if we do that. So we'll just clear some space, and then 1, 2. Get our obsidian. 1, 2, 3. Is it 3 total? And then boop, boop. And we gotta do the corners, at least of the ones showing. And then we will pop through. And we should be somewhere near a mangrove swamp. Hopefully, if I have mathed correctly. Well, we're at a jungle. Is this the mangrove? No, this should be the mangrove. Let's do a pillar. I might have just been slightly off. Oh, no, there it is. So we've managed to take 2 places that we wanted to go off the list. We have a jungle biome and a mangrove. which is amazing. Let's see if I can jump down without hurting myself. I do want some melons, because we don't have those yet. And then let's try and grab as long as I get a few saplings, I don't mind. So we've got a couple there. Let's just work our way down, grab that. My computer's decided it's time to have a little bit of a fit. Let's try and do this one as well. I have a data pack that allows for fast leaf decay. It's okay. So that we're not waiting around 20 minutes, half an hour for leaves to decay. There's no worries. So we have 2 saplings. We didn't get any out of that one, unfortunately. It doesn't seem like it. Let's just try and clear our way to the swamp. Use the hole as it's meant to be used. I'm going to just clear a little path so we can go from our portal to the swamp. Grab those. Try not to move too quickly. My computer, for whatever reason, has decided to have a small meltdown, which it is allowed to do. Preferably not while we're streaming though. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. I think it might just be the fact that we're in a new area and it's loading a lot in. I really need to do like a fresh Windows reinstall on my computer, and I'm avoiding it. So I find that if like every few years or so, if you do a fresh Windows install, like wipe everything back to basics, your computer will last a lot longer. I want to get some cocoa beans as well. But I think it might be also the fast leaf decay that is causing problems. So I think it just takes a lot for my computer to process. We've got our cocoa beans. And then we just need to get some propagules. We are lagging a little bit. There goes my trusty hoe. Because mango trees are a nightmare to harvest. So I am mostly just going to grab the propagules. we got 3 popicles, 6 jungle saplings, and we got some melon and some cocoa seeds. We can make mud, or I might just come and kind of rip this swamp to shreds. Just a little bit. But we'll head back. And then those of you who are new here, I can show you what our house and our little village looks like. Thank you so much for the follow, Walker. I appreciate it. So we will try and carefully head our way back. Without falling off, without burning in the lava, we'll head back. And I can show you what our current home looks like. A lot of decorating still needs to be done, and a lot of landscaping. But other than that, the kind of layout is there. We've got homes. Our villagers have homes and workstations. And they can come and go kind of as they please. We have free range villagers. I think it's this way. Yeah, because I still had all the blocks and the stairs. But we did a big dig, which will be useful in the future if we need to go thousands and thousands of blocks away. Because 1 block in the nether is 8 blocks in the overworld. So if the coordinates you want to get to, which is the thing that I forgot to do, you divide your overworld coordinates by 8, and that will give you I don't think I'm going the right way. We were traveling west, so I need to go east home. I was going the wrong way. We were going the wrong way. It's fine. It's fine. We'll get home eventually. I'll have to put some signs up saying home this way. And then next time we can go looking for the cherry wood, the pale oak, and everything like that. The distance ratio, so 8 blocks in the nether is 1 block in the overworld. Not too far now. Just a little further. Then we'll be home. And here we are. And back through we'll go. And then this is our lovely kind of startery base. I renovated the village. I've got a lot of decorating to do and a lot of detailing to do still. But this is my humble abode. And we can come in, have a nice fireplace. I still need to do like some furnishings and things. Sort of a mini storage area. And then my first pickaxe. And then up here is the bedroom. Again, still quite a lot to do in terms of decorating and things. And down here we have larger, more bulk storage where I'm trying to kind of prepare for the mega base. We're smelting with some lava decoration, and then obviously the infinite lava source that we can use as fuel for the smelting. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. And then down a little further, so that we can't hear them too much on the surface, I've got a little cactus farm, and this is where I will put the bamboo farm. I didn't get bamboo while we were there, oops. And a little automated sugarcane farm as well. So it's just out of earshot. And then this goes all the way down to kind of the bottom of the world, so to bedrock. Because I'm gonna want to either create either tunnels in the nether or a tunnel in the overworld, and to go back and forth with the resources and stuff.